Previously on Raider Power, Texas Tech football.
Every now and then we just want to have a players meeting only just to make sure everybody's focused, stay on course, and remember our common goal is to win a Big 12 championship. And they need to know how important it is to the older guys that have been there. I think that we're right there as a football team. I think there's still some improvement for us to grow, but as the chemistry takes place in this football team, it's the best I've been a part of.
I feel like the more games we play and the more we win, the more we come together and continue to play for each other, the more camaraderie and the more of understanding and a family and a brotherhood that we'll build and a bond that we'll connect and understand each other and believe in each other.
Hey man, it's another Sunday, another day to get better. We all know the goal here. It starts this week. Our mentality got to be right for every practice. I know everybody in here knows our common goal is to win that Big 12 championship, man. We got to keep that in mind. It starts with Iowa State, man. We got to go out every game, and we got to perform like the team that we are, like the team that we know we can be. There shouldn't be not one person in here that has doubt about what we can do this season, about our ability. We've been performing well these last 3 games, man. It just got to continue. Going out there and practicing hard every day, man. Starting today, there's no excuses, man. We finishing, and at the same time, we're going to have fun. Let's start having fun again. Be excited to play. Most excited team out there going to win.
Let's go and go play and relax, have fun. Improve each week and see what happens.
Our first test is coming up and everybody's excited and the excitement builds and we're ready to play. So we just need a really good week of preparation. We started practice yesterday and we had a really good practice. So I think guys are focused and ready to go and we'll be ready on Saturday.
We were still feeling each other, feeling ourselves out, and this is going to be the first real challenge that we've had, first game in the Big 12.
On the road, playing a hostile environment and see, not trust those guys, but it's definitely going to be their stiffest challenge.
Everybody's questioning about who we are, what we're about. 6 o'clock Saturday night, you got a chance to make a statement, okay? You got a chance to make a statement about if we're physical, all right, how fast we're going to play, how hard we're going to play, and we're going to be the most physical team on the field up there at Iowa State and Ames, Iowa. So here we go. Hey, we're going to be physical on 3 right here. 1, 2, 3. Physical. Let's go.
Tackle him with some power. Right there, bring him down. Bring him down. There you go. Good. Bring your power with it. Bring your power with it. Bring your power. Bring your power. This game's going to come down to a couple of plays either way. If they play good and we play good, okay, it's going to come down to that. It's all about us. That's the bottom line. It's going to be big. Whoever's in there, it don't matter if you're in there 5 plays or 25 or 35 plays, okay? You got to play good when you're in there, okay? That's what it's going to come down to.
You got a lot of work to do. There's film up here to watch. Special team guys, make sure you know what to do this week. We're going to have a chance to go over a little bit more, but make sure you know what to do. Pretty good practice today. We got to do better on Tuesday. Most of you got study hall or tutors or whatever. Make sure you do that. All right. Eugene Nebo's going to do the prayer, and the word of the day is count on me. Everybody has got to count on each other this week. You better know what the heck's going on. This is not going to be a walk in the park. This is going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle. Coach Nebo.
Hey, count on me. 1, 2, 3. Count on me.
Accountability.
Discipline.
It's the Tuesday before the Red Raiders Big 12 opener. For coordinator Neal Brown, today is a crucial day for the offense as they install their game plan and work towards their showdown with the Iowa State defense.
We have an offensive team meeting where we kind of give the, a brief scouting report in depth, a little bit more in depth about each group that we're going to play, you know, secondary, linebackers, defensive line, et cetera. And then we position meet and kind of go over the film, let them see the other team for the first time. And we present the game plan during that. And then we go out, Tuesday's walkthrough, we spend about 10 to 15 minutes walking through, you know, our plays versus their looks, their defensive looks. Or if we're installing anything new or special that week, we spend time doing that during that installation walkthrough on Tuesday afternoon.
Sadell, no moping today. No moping. Don't tell me about your foot. Your foot's fine. Jordan, come on, let's go. Left middle. Left middle.
That's the fun aspect of it. You know, the game planning wise, trying to put your guys in the best position possible. You know, and then the thing that I like to do is I like to teach, and there's some teaching going on and during Tuesday's practice in general, but especially during that walkthrough.
Now listen, real quick. Okay, what you've got is you got hitch for width. Okay, hitch for width.
So it's vital that guys are out there paying attention, focused in.
Expect the ball on that. You understand me on the shallow? Expect the ball.
The part of game planning is getting our best players with the ball in their hands doing what they're best at.
Hey, I want it fast, though. All this motion is fast. Listen, you know what you got? Post, all right? That's a must-win post. You understand me? All right, here we go. Let's go.
That's the true essence of game planning. And we spend more time as an offensive staff trying to figure out those ways, really more than we do trying to figure out what the weaknesses are of that defense.
Nah, it's lucky. Let's go. Hey, line it back up. Line it back up.
The Cyclone defense is ranked 14th in the nation and will be the toughest test so far for the Red Raider offense.
By far the best defense we've played. I think they're going to be one of the better defenses in our league. You know, with those guys, it always starts with the two linebackers, Klein and Knight, or as good as anybody in our league.
At the team hotel in West Des Moines, Iowa, the Red Raiders have just finished their Friday night meal as they listen to team chaplain Bobby Dagnall.
About getting where you're going from where you are. Getting where you're going from where you are.
I was trying to pursue the idea of all of us having goals and ambitions and aspirations in life, and you know, everybody has those, but what are we intentionally doing, and what sacrifices or choices are we making to reach that destination, to reach those goals?
Jimmy V knew that he was a part of something bigger. He knew that what life offered him was more than just him, than just his disease. He knew that his station in life and what he was dealing with was his platform, his station in life for doing something significant. And the message he wanted to leave behind was inspirational to everyone who heard it about how you get where you're going from where you are.
That was one I knew could resonate with these guys, and it kind of captured well what lesson I was trying to teach that evening.
It's so important to know where you are. And I know where I am right now. How do you go from where you are to where you want to be? And I think you have to have an enthusiasm for life. You have to have a dream, a goal. You have to be willing to work for it.
Never give up, never give up, the great Churchill speech of never giving up despite your circumstances and what you're facing in life. And how you take the adversities of life and use them to your favor to do something that is great, something that is significant. How to get to where you're going from where you are. Let me put it another way. Let me put it in a bigger frame for you. When you get where you're going, when you get where you're going, where will you be when you get there? When you get where you're going, where will you be when you get there? How do you get there? We have goals, we have visions, we have things out in front of us that we want to see accomplished, but how are those things done? The first thing that it takes is determination.
Just talks about life skills, and he is our team chaplain, but he's more of a life skills director than anything else. And all of his talks are motivational. He talks about self-responsibility, attitude, perseverance, all those little things that go along with being a good athlete and a good student.
If we want to get to where we're going, there always has to be a kind of dissatisfaction about what we've done and what's been accomplished. It takes determination, keep pushing through those walls to get to where you're going. A second quality is one of focus.
They're 18 to 22-year-old young men, and I just think about where I was at that stage in my life, being a student athlete, and the doubts, the questions, the uncertainties that I was dealing with in my own life.
Most people are just going to fall in with the crowd. Very few people will be focused in life. And the focus that it requires to obtain this goal, to reach our goal, our aspirations, choices and decisions.
I think he's a great influence for us players. You know, he goes back and tells us all the time about his experiences, and that's kind of how he relates to us. Hearing from that perspective, you know, really helps us to relate and grow from that.
But I'm going to keep pressing forward because I know I haven't laid hold of it yet.
I speak from a faith perspective and share with them from a faith perspective, but it's not something that's imposed upon them. I'm really a resource for them because they deal with so many issues and a lot of complex issues, whether it's family or other personal relationships that they have, and a lot of them don't feel comfortable talking to coaches about those things.
Another quality is one of a visionary attitude. Do you have higher aspirations? Do you make choices and decisions? Do you bring people into your life? Do you seek circumstances and situations that lift you up higher, that stretch you as a person?
A father figure that, you know, some guys can go and talk to about different situations, but at the same time, he makes it comfortable just because he's one of the guys and he'll cut up with you and he'll be there.
You know, he's a part of this brotherhood too. He's a part of the family. And I mean, the most important thing, man, is that he's here whenever you need him.
You know, the big thing that I want Bobby to do is be a sounding board, you know, for all of our student athletes, because they all have problems. We all have problems, whether small or big. And what we want to do is make sure that we cut off all those small problems and becoming big problems.
It's really a rarity in Division I football when you have a head coach that is that concerned about the full development of the student athlete and wants them to be successful, not just on the playing field, but be a viable, you know, contributor to the community as well. So it's fun to be a part of something like that.
So I'll end where I started. When you get where you're going, where will you be when you get there? Are you determined? Are you focused? Do you have the right attitude to see it accomplished? And I know this team well. I know us as a team well. And I know that this team has something special that lies in front of it. But we have to be focused. We have to be determined. And we have to have that visionary attitude for ourselves.
We talked to each one of you about what did you need to do these past 2 weeks to get better in order to make this jump that we got to make. And the thing you got to do is you got to say, did I focus on it and accomplish some of it? But the biggest thing is it going to show up in this game? And there's some things that you may have not gotten everything done, but I know this. If you'll remember what you need to focus on, if you'll remember the thing you need to work on to make this jump, you can get it done between now and tomorrow's game. Because most of getting something accomplished is just focusing on what you've got to do. We got to stop the run, hold it with the front. We got to fit it up with our second level players. We can't give up deep plays for touchdown. If somebody gets hit on a 40-yard pass, jerk him down. Let's go back to the huddle. You keep going back to the huddle, we're fine. Just keep playing. Somebody in here will have a chance for a major play, a big-time major play. You'll have a chance for it, okay? Cash in on it. Cash in on it and set the tone, okay? Call sheet. We got a little more stuff in because we got a little bit more offense to be able to do some things. You know, as we have our Friday night meetings, we want to talk about number one, our game plan. Here are our main calls of, you know, of what we're doing. We may have a long list in, but we've got a short list that it's our main objective in the calls. Then the next thing we do is we go in and talk about their personnel, talk about their guys, their offensive linemen, 2 senior offensive linemen. This is the guy that runs it all right there. He can move. We got to take care of our business. There's your running back, basically the same guys, okay? 28 carries, 33 carries, basically the same kind of yardage. And then after that, we go into formations of, hey, when they line up in these things, here's what we must expect. Talk about formations. This is critical. 13 dropbacks out of a double set. X is the number 1 receiver, okay? 16 runs. 11 reads. He'll be deep in that, okay? Any questions on that? Okay, now you go to trips. Somebody just called trips. There's trips, okay, and the backs here is 3-by-1 in this formation. That guy right there, okay? One draw out of that, okay? And then we watch a little film on there to familiarize them with the top plays. And hey, here's the call. Visualize yourself and fitting this play and executing your technique, okay? There's your zone. There's a rollback. You got to go make the play, make the tackle. You look at these blocks with these two offensive linemen. This is what you're going to get. That ain't zone blocking. That's knock you out of the bar blocking, push you out, knock you out of there. Here's your turnout block. You got a great picture of a turnout block. Midline play right here, 3 technique. Go get him. Go get him. That's an easy read right there. Mike Backer, come get this guy. Come on, get him. 1003, 1004. Don't be surprised. You ought to know right now what the play's got a chance to be. These guys will tell you everything you need to know. You got to pull the trigger. Read your keys. Read your keys. Get your eyes off the ball and read your keys. You know what you got to do up front, guys. Get the passer. You're going to have a chance to pick it off. You're going to have a chance to pick it off. When you pick it, you'll pick it right there on that hash and start up that near sideline.
You know, one thing I always have said about him would be that he's just cool, calm, and collected. He just tells you how it is, sets expectations, and then, you know, lets us go out there and do what we do to play and try and get the win.
You know, when we talk about playing the way we're supposed to play, we don't ever play anybody. We play ourselves. And everyone knows what their job is and how fast they got to do it, how physical they got to do it, and they know what the standard is, where the bar is set, and that's the standard that they've got to meet. And they know how to play the way they're supposed to play by playing it to standard, technique-wise and effort-wise of what's expected of them. Play the next play the way you know how to play it, okay? The way you know you're supposed to play it. That's what's going to win these games, okay? We got enough depth in this room that we're going to play fast and we're going to play fresh, okay? We're going to play fast and we're going to play fresh. Get off the field on third downs, okay? You know what to do. You know how to do it. Let's get this thing done.
The last Saturday of September would find the Red Raiders in Ames, Iowa to kick off conference play.
3-0 starts for both. Tech coming in with the top-ranked defense and number 2 offense in the country.
It's going to be a good night for the Red Raiders. Let's go now. Hey, listen, here we go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
We're brothers in here, and that's how we play. When we fight for each other, we scrap for each other, man. That's how we've been playing these last 3 weeks. That's how we're going to play this week.
You got to look each other in the eye after every snap. I'm going to do better the next time. I'm going to get better. Let's get stronger as the game goes. Let's be the most physical team. Let's play consistent. Let's go.
It's time to go.
The early going found both defenses dictating the action.
Jans back to throw, looks left, can't find anybody. Pressure coming, he's sacked. Kerry Hyder gets him back inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Red Raider defense doing a great job on the first 2 offensive possessions. Another 3 and out.
Take that as it comes. We just can't get all that movement on the 3 technique, you know what I mean?
And A.J. Klein puts Iowa State on the board for the first time.
Trailing by 7, the Red Raider offense would put together a 9-play scoring drive.
As Daggy steps back to throw, does. Clearing pattern from left to right as Jakeem Grant has the catch. He has it at the 5, dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Jakeem Grant.
The 2 teams would head to the halftime locker room at a 7-7 stalemate.
Get yourself off the field. We know how to handle it. We got to stop the run, okay? Stop the run right there, okay?
Late in the third quarter, down by 6, the Red Raider offense needed a big play.
Von Bell is back on the left side on the jailbreak throw going to the middle of the field. He's got the catch, and now he breaks it downfield to the 40, 35, uses his speed, moves across to the 20, 15, 10, 5, dives for the pylon. Does he get in or not? No. He's out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Red Raiders.
Now the Red Raiders have just got to get that ball across the goal line.
Empty backfield for Daggy on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking right. Throws, lofts it in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Darren Moore with the grab.
Protecting a 1-point lead in the fourth quarter, the Tech defense would come up big.
Not pressured much, dumps it middle of the field. It's caught by Broome, but it's bounced up into the air after the hit by D.J. Johnson. Cornelius Douglas has it. Coming the other direction, the 30, down to the 20,
Go, baby.
15. Now he cuts to the middle of the field before he's tripped up at the numbers at the 10-yard line. The Red Raiders will have it first and goal from the 9. What a hit by D.J. Johnson on Broome as he made the catch at the 47-yard line. The football pops up in the air, and Cornelius Douglas takes it all the way back to the 9.
The Red Raiders were quick to capitalize on the turnover.
Pistol formation, Eric Stevens in there, play action, Daggy throwing to the end zone left side. It is caught, touchdown Red Raiders. Eric Ward with the grab right at the pylon on the left side.
We persevered. Our guys fought hard. We played as a team. That's probably as good as we played defense. We all know that. We played well. We played consistent.
I thought our kids played extremely hard and did the things we asked them to do to give us a chance to be successful during the course of the game.